Guys, welcome back. Part 2 of the deep playthrough Blood and Wine Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. Only difference I made since the ending of episode 1 is that I enabled adaptive VSync in the NVIDIA control panel because I did see some screen tearing. I hope it doesn't really affect the FPS too much. It shouldn't because I'm maxing it out at 60 anyways. And adaptive VSync I guess only kicks in when it hits 60, not below it. We can actually get some stuff from this dude. Let's see what our carry weight is. We are still well below it. And what's up with this sword? It is pretty much broken. It's 495 damage. That actually is more than we have now, right? No, we have now 479 over the 490. No, 479. Yes. All right. So we got him. The objective we had. Where can we find our objective quickly? I actually have no idea. Maybe on the map? You can place your own markers on the map. To do so, move the cursor to the desired location and press right mouse button, but I'm not using the mouse. To place a special marker, hold X, then use L to select the type of marker you want. Confirm your choice by letting go of X and continue. We will not be placing markers. You can only place one default custom marker at a time, but you can place up to 10 total of the special markers. Monsters, I don't know what they all mean. Information, triangle, whatever. Alright, is this indeed the... What the hell is this? Okay, this is... I don't think this is the... to the right we have like the objective display. I don't think in the middle that's the default objective display location. That's just because we get to this signpost, and it's probably where you can get to from that signpost. Dulcinea Windmill. Lady Dulcinea was a noble woman at Duchess Caroberta's court. According to legend, whenever she appeared, knights would duel for her favor, and noble woman would faint out of jealousy. Yet, rather than accepting the advances of one of her gentleman suitors, Lady Dulcinea, tired of the pomp of the ducal court, agreed to the proposal of a simpler miller and abandoned the palace to dwell with him in his mill. Word is, she lived there happily ever after. Okay, but... that is the mill where we are now. Okay, so it's a bit of background on the location itself, which is fine. The objective is follow Milton to the place where the body was found. But don't we have dedicated... Here, quest. This is the menu I wanted. Wonder whether I have a hotkey for that map. Let's check it out. No, this is Gwent. Crafting. Alchemy. 1 second. I know it's annoying, but it's unfortunately we'll have to do it quickly. This was meditation. This was the weapon wheel. These are the swords. That's the D-pad. This is the menu. Select is the menu, and inventory. Start is the map and character developments. The circle buttons are the in-game combat and interaction functions. The right trigger is the alternative button assignment trigger. The right shoulder button is the item use, like the crossbow or the torch. Left shoulder button is Witcher Sense. Left... No, that's the left trigger is Witcher Sense. Left shoulder button was... Ah, that is Igni, the power. I am not sure whether I have... Ah, bestiary is it's the right trigger and left D-pad. Didn't know about that. Oh, right D-pad and the right trigger is also calling upon our horse. As is double tapping the left thumbstick. I'm afraid there is no quest button assigned. Holy fuck. Get the hell out of here. 1 second. To change the active filter, click whatever. You can also turn on and off specific items within each filter. To do so, select an icon type using it and press left trigger. Oh, that's pretty funny. When you select one of the icon types, you can toggle the map view to center on each of the discovered locations of the type. To do so, use left and right D-pad. Oh, I actually didn't know you could disable certain icons. Good to know. And you can also scroll through each icon type. Pretty funny. Anyways, we still do not have the quest. Option. No, it's not that combination. And no, I think this is simply not there. 1 sec, what was this? This was nothing. It could have been the left thumbstick because there's nothing assigned to that when you hold it. Okay, screw it. I will just go to the map and then we will go one to the right. So that's one button press extra. So the Beast of Toussaint, that's our main objective. No sooner had Gerald arrived in Toussaint than he got his first taste of the local color. As he was clip-clopping along the high road, chit-chatting with Milton and Palmerin, a most unusual sight unfolded before his eyes. Here was a knight with all the expected accoutrements charging headlong at a windmill. The situation became clear a moment later when a giant strode from behind the windmill and charged right back at the knight. Before anyone could say only in Toussaint, the Witcher and all three knights were swinging away at the brute amidst the freshly crumbled ruins of the mill and a herd of panic-stricken sheep. At long last the giant lay defeated and the men who had vanquished it could make their introductions. Then engage in the kind of conversation that oft happens over a fresh monster corpse. The young giant slayer gave the three arrivals fresh tidings. The beast had struck again. The body of its most recent victim now lay on a riverbank nearby. Gerald decided he needed to see it and explore the crime scene, while Milton thought it both wise and courteous to accompany the Witcher. So that is our main objective, and I really wish that this Hearts of Stone objective marker could go, because yeah, that's like a different DLC, which I already completed, and I'm tackling Blood and Wine really as a standalone part of the game. Okay, so the Beasts of Toussaint follow Milton to the place where the body was found. Let's do that. I guess if we simply near him. Oh, before I do that, sorry Milton, I'm just curious about that house. Let's check it out. Maybe there's something cool inside. Who can tell? Or maybe even this is a hatch we can use. No, I don't think so. This was the windmill that the monster crumbled from. Or blasted out of. The doors are not interactable, unfortunately, but also these games, we already read this in the previous episode at the end. It's about a new mutation and Grandmaster gear, some kind of hint. But these games are also just as much about exploration as and taking in the beautiful vistas as they are about solving crimes and killing monsters. Yeah, maybe this little side barn has some interesting stuff. No, not really. I probably false teeth. What the hell do I need? No, this is all crap. Okay, I will take a bottle of wine. Why not? And for the rest, there doesn't seem to be much worthwhile stuff here. The horse also doesn't carry anything. We already cleared out the brute, so I think we are good to go. Let's check out this barrel. Nothing in there. Alright. Here we go. Oh, by the way, there's also, that's the...
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Parmanin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kid.
I earlier mentioned... Ooh, that peacock. Beautiful. Nice little touches. I mentioned that I actually already started like a half a year ago quickly Blood and Wine because I was simply curious about the atmosphere and the vibe of Toussaint. And I, as such, also had to kill the brute earlier. But afterwards, and that's where we are coming up now, we will encounter some, earthworms or something. And they were all also really annoying to take out.
The way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
The cockatrice. I'm actually not sure whether I like this camera centering.
Go, go.
No, I don't like it. But can I switch it off? No, I had the config file set to read only. That's one thing I'm gonna shut off for the next episode. I do want to be able to look to the right or to the left when...
No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Riding the horse.
Make sure they didn't miss anything.
Alright, I will go and have a look around, but first let's check out this little barn area. Anything here? No. Maybe here? Nope. Alright, let's use some Witcher sense. Ah, I do see some monsters already. I guess they are monsters. Those water buggers.
Hobnail boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Alright, let's see what we have here. Yes, there are...
Got guests. Careful.
How do you call them? Water people. Spiked water people. And I do think they are a bit more sturdy than usual. Let's try a bomb on them. Did that work? Yes. It did work on him. Holy shit, I should watch out. I have no idea. How far my health has gone. But let's take... And actually I also forgot what the button is to focus, to lock on an enemy. No idea. So. Can I please just kill him, alright?
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
Yes. But also let's see what they bring. Monster tooth. These are rot vines. Alright. A lute. I don't think Geralt is really musical, so we will leave that lying now. And let's check it out over
Anything
here.
taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
We have something over here. What's this? A cloth.
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
I'm just checking out how loud... Yeah, it's all 100%. I have the idea that the voice volume is a bit low, but... compared to the other environmental audio effects.
Footprints. See them? And a rut made by the hull of a boat. Left recently, I'd say.
Alright. That is a steady or a solid clue. Let's see if there's something in here. What the hell is this? Nothing much. Nothing much over here, eh? Underwater, I would say. No. I have no idea how long Geralt can remain underwater. Pretty long, it seems. Thank you. He is still not grasping for air. Let's check. Man, he has a big, long... of course, he is superhuman. But that's good to know, that you can actually stay underwater for super long. Or is the game bugging out? I don't know, but at least we can remain underwater for very long. And we have...
Dragged some nets onto the bank, then cut them to untangle them. Lot of blood, so the corpse must have been cut up. Quartered, maybe.
It's likely they loaded the body parts onto a boat and sailed off.
Right.
Gonna dive in, check the other nets.
Ah, so I still, even with the HUD fully turned off, I get those quest updates, which was the reason I turned it fully off. So I can then just as well turn it back on, because the only thing that now is the difference is that with the HUD off I don't have the crosshair with the crossbow, which is actually a disadvantage, because I do like to keep that. Otherwise aiming the crossbow is really hard. So let's... Oh, it's now on. Why the hell is it on? It should go to off, I would say. Maybe that is because it is in the config file that I set to read only. So I am going to quickly get out of the game, turn the read only, remove it from the config file and adjust this. And I'm also gonna disable the self-centering on the horse. So I will be back in a sec. Alright, back in game. 8 hours of work, laborious, boring work in between. It is Thursday night, really looking forward to tomorrow, weekend. Have to do a little bit of studying, but there will be plenty of hours left to relaxingly get further ahead in the playthrough. Since the cutting off the episode, or mid-episode, cutting off the recording, I fully disabled the HUD. I turned off the self-centering camera on the horse so that I can look around while moving the horse forward. And I also put on sharpening to high because I found the graphics a bit smudgy, like the distant trees, they are quite soft. And unfortunately I also read that only in this DLC does the sharpening slider don't do anything. So apparently I also already thought there is no visual difference. And yeah, that's a bummer, but it's not that bad because in my view the graphics still look pretty okay. Let's get ahead. Yesterday we explored this little blood trail a bit. And I think we have to... Places where you can begin new quests from Blood and Wine are marked with the exclamation mark icon. Okay. Fine. These are the areas where I have to search. And so we also have to search underwater. That may be clear, but let's first do these footsteps.
Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat recently. Probably to transport the body somewhere.
We have all the red trails covered, but here you see down below there's more. And here. Hello. It doesn't trigger my interaction.
Nets were attached here. Dragged some nets onto the bank, then cut them to untangle them. Lot of blood, so the corpse must have been cut up. Quartered, maybe.
It's likely they loaded the body parts onto a boat and sailed off.
Indeed, Mr. from
Nets.
With an accent. With a heavy accent. Alright, we have chest. And we had some stuff. And what do we have more? We have some items stuck in the nets. Linen. What the hell is that? It's more linen. Hello, can I get there? Handkerchief. I quickly read.
Handkerchief.
What the hell is this?
DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know
where they took it. Really cool detail. That the audio cuts out when you're mid-sentence going underwater. That's really good attention to detail. A lot of games would simply have continued the playback of the voice. But not in The Witcher. It's good attention to detail. Unfortunate that I didn't hear what he wanted to say, but whatever. Alright.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Good idea. Heavily accented man from Toussaint.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged.
Foes.
He did. But I do not see what that has to...
I understand.
By the way, guys,
I shall
Cool.
have to leave you soon.
call me obsessive compulsive, but I am actually too curious about what that missed dialogue was when he dove underwater, so I'm reloading. Sorry. It's really I can really get quickly back to that part. Sorry. I am obsessive compulsive. Here we go again.
Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat recently, probably to transport the body somewhere.
Alright, it was when triggering this one, the dialogue, I guess. Hello. Doesn't trigger. Annoying. This is a bit annoying. It's a really finicky trigger area.
Nets were attached here.
Okay. Where was that part that... Huh? Was it that chest? I don't even remember. It couldn't have been the chest because that's underwater. Hmm? God damn it. Where was that dialogue? That I started the whole restarted the load for. Hello, hello. Is there anything I can interact with over here? No. Okay, then let's get the handkerchief. God damn it, this is a waste of time. Okay, let's first get everything besides the handkerchief. Oh. Yeah, this is also what I remember from the main game. Controls underwater can be a bit finicky. A wooden spoon. Why the hell did I pick that up? A broken ore and just a regular broken ore again. And we have a handkerchief. Or was it that one that triggered the dialogue? No. Right, here's the handkerchief. I really find it annoying.
It's a kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
Yeah, I think that was the dialogue. So I actually already almost heard it all. It was only one sentence. Or two.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
Why couldn't we also use that other dialogue option? There were two, like somebody's watching us. God damn it. This is not good for my obsessive compulsive tendencies. Oh, wrong button. This is the galloping button. Right trigger. Let's get to the tavern. ASAP. Get a nice fresh beer. If they sell that in Toussaint. No ID.
Chasing down witches make you go grey.
Alright, horse, you stay here, Roach.
If no knight's brave enough, of course we have. Bravery is not enough against the beast.
It matters not that a man is fit as a fiddle if he never gifts his lady.
This looks like a merchant. No.
Hello?
The
This-
picture of Blaviken called to be the savior of Toussaint. Interesting.
This looks like the tavern.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Parent. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Parent in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
I'm Geralt.
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Parent.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchery trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw.
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy, well,
What did you see? But I warned, if I hear the sky was red again,
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and poked out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright, I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
what? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Rossel's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Rossel now bunks with his brother in Vicar Farm.
I told Rossel he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswell.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster. Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Verne. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Palace Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
See you later, dude. There's one thing that popped up in my mind, and that is that sometimes you'll have like these timed button presses. Like you have like this little bar that diminishes in length, and then you have to press the X, or you have to make like a dialogue choice before the timer runs out. And I wonder whether those timed sequences will be visible with the HUD fully turned off. I doubt they are. So then I will probably, just the timer runs out and I will make the choice what is the option that is highlighted at that moment, while not really knowing that there was like a time limit before in which I had to make a decision. So yeah, but luckily those instances, those timed dialogue decisions, they are not that frequent, so I will just keep it all off.
Like that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
Yeah, whatever. Hare pate recipe. Why not? I will take it. Let's see what it is. Hare pate recipe. Books. Where are the books? Ah, here we have something. Hare pate recipe. Read. Use L to switch between unread books and scrolls. Once read, they are added to the books panel in the glossary. Okay, that's a good improvement over the base game, because there you had like this enormous pile of read and unread books all mixed together. It was totally impossible to keep track of where you were with the books. And now they are moved once you have read them. Free the hair of its skin and massage its flesh with your blade till but small bits remain. Slice up the back of a fattened pig along with a handful of carrots and perhaps a parsnip and an onion. Throw the lot into a well-seasoned cast iron pot along with some diced bullets. Add bread to the broth until it's so thick your spoon stands. Then give it the best stir you can. Stir a half dozen eggs into the slop and mix it thoroughly, along with some ginger, salt and marjoram. Rub some fat back on a pan till it's nice and greasy. Then pour the mixture in the pan and put it in a hot oven for the time it takes to recite 2 litanies to Saint Placement. By then the pâté will be golden brown and well baked. Pretty funny to measure the time by reciting litanies. It's like 2 recites and then your meal is ready. Okay, so I've read it. So I wonder, oh, so it doesn't disappear here. It does get the you have read indicator. And probably after I read it, it will also appear in the book section. So let's check that out. Here we are. In this panel you can browse through the contents of all the books and scrolls you have found. Even if you later sell a book, its contents will still be available here. Ah, that's cool. Alright, here it is indeed. The hair pâté recipe. On the left you can select books, scrolls and letters. Their contents will be shown in the center of the screen. Thank you very much. Let's see who was spying on us.
Yes.
I think that was somebody at the back. Right? Where were they? Yeah, it was over here.
Yes.
The north
Hungry?
must be a terrible
Thirsty?
barbaric land.
Maybe somebody in here. Ah, a lookbox. Let's take it, why not? Some florins, why not?
Don't be dullard. Mother said he was. I should have listened.
But who was that? I think it was a woman with a hood on. In a red garb. I don't see anybody resembling such. Let's read some signpost notifications. While journeying through the Duchy of Toussaint, you might encounter some new places of interest. Hans Base, Vintner's Contract, Knight Errant in Distress, Vineyard Infestation, or Big Feet to Fill. These are the collectibles, I guess, partly. Alright, the valued guests of the Cockatrice Inn are kindly advised to be on the guard when approaching our inn and even more so when leaving it. It is of utmost importance you bypass the Marquescent Forest as man-eating monsters lurk therein. We beseech you to heed our warning, for we fear otherwise the loss of so many guests will ruin our inn's carefully cultivated atmosphere. We wish you safe journeys and kindly invite you to visit us again. Linka, the innkeeper's daughter. Thanks for the warning, Inka. Alright, I took it. Wanted, the White Wolf. The Witcher Guild of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, is wanted to serve as a guide. His potential employer guarantees an ample wage for this unusual contract. For more information, you should go to Count Belladil's temporary base camp in Toussaint. Note, we kindly request all other persons not present themselves at said camp under the pretense of being Geralt of Rivia. Count Belladil was not born yesterday and can easily tell who is a Witcher and who is faking it. All those journeying to his camp in shabby costumes with wooden swords strapped to their backs can save themselves trouble and turn back. Alright. Notice from the Ducal Camerlengo, calling all knights errant and other strongmen. The duchy needs you. Your aid is required. Bounteous rewards are in the offing. More details available at the Ducal Camerlengo's office on Knights Dormant Square. Announcement from the Office of Internal Revenue of the Duchy of Toussaint. The Office of Internal Revenue hereby announces a limited live auction to be held regarding the sale of a piece of developed real estate and accompanying agricultural land located in the Berta Woods region, having been left to the ducal treasury by the late Count Crespi, who departed this world without any heirs. Due to the unique nature of the Belgrade estate and its important role in the production of wine, bringing great fame to the duchy in all corners of the world, only subjects of the Duchy of Toussaint shall be allowed to participate in the auction. To all knights errant and other such men of arms, be it known far and wide that the services of voluntary keepers of the peace shall be needed. Minor problems are expected to arise during the transfer of the above mentioned real estate, and said problems for their dissolution could require the application of direct physical force. All volunteers are asked to report to the field office of the Procurator General of Toussaint near Pletchmont Bridge. That is to say, to the place where the auction shall be held. Alright. The Great Beauclair Gwent Tournament. The Great Beauclair Gwent Tournament. It is Count Monnier's supreme delight to announce a Gwent tournament of his organization. Those wishing to take part should register at the Pheasantry. Please note this tournament features a new faction developed by Count Monnier himself. Let the games begin. Contract for a Witcher's caravan escort. To a Witcher or Witchers, the Beauclair's Coopers Guild is seeking an individual or individuals willing to escort a merchant convoy through an area threatened by the Great White Terror. More information can be obtained from Gastov Legave at the merchant's camp in the forest to the north of Coronetta Vineyard. Maugrin Poulain, Undersecretary for Threats and Risk Management, Beauclair's Coopers Guild.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Alright. Quest updates. When one of your quests is updated, a notification will appear on the left side of the screen. If you are not currently tracking the updated quest, you can press R to start tracking it. Very nice. This means that the HUD disabling works, because I did not get a quest updated message. Like whenever you hear a sound like that, normally also a text appears. Like that sound, but now it doesn't, and I'm happy for it. I can remember what I read, and if we really get lost, we can simply get to the quest in the menu. Let's quickly check the beach. Yeah, it's beautiful. The only thing I find is the sky is a bit too trippy. This is really not realistic anymore. Of course, it's a fantasy world, so actually I don't mind that much. I can really easily suspend my disbelief here. But they could have toned it down just a notch in my book. Was that where we came from? Where we fought the monster? Somebody is approaching. Holy shit. Oh, that's those worms. I'm getting the hell out of here. I really dislike those. I will fight them later. They are really annoying. Here, where you can see them. They are really quite... I will quick save. They are quite... lethal even. Here, this is cool. Those little paths over here. Is this a path? Yeah, it goes to a little farm over there. Check it out. Hello, dude. But, it's a beautiful, I find, inspirational or creative fantasy world that was created here. And a lot of credits have been given as regards to the graphical fidelity and quality. But if you compare this to Kingdom Come Deliverance, then Kingdom Come Deliverance is on a whole another level. It's like next level squared as regards to believable flora and fauna. But again, this is not The aim here I don't think is to be realistic. But even regardless of the design being chasing realism or not, it's also, for instance, the quality of the grass and stuff. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, that is way stepped up.
Slow now.
Oh wait, before we go, let's see if we can find that person that was sneaking on us. Maybe that's over here. Oh. Or over here. Nobody here. Ah, a door. Which we cannot open. But there is also a door upstairs. Let's check it out. No, it's all closed off like a mother sucker. So, I have no idea who was looking at us while we were in the dialogue at the table. It's a shame you cannot open doors. Ah, this one does open. Alright, let's get to the body. Oh, and let's... No, shall I try that? No. I wanted to try to light that little torch over there. But there's a big chance I will also accidentally hit the guard standing leaning on the wall. And that will probably aggro the whole village, so I will refrain from that. Oh, wait, we have a wanted poster. Hello, hello. Wanted, murderous Vanda Guilders. Antoine Starling's Dragon, Loth alias Half-Breed, Philibert Four Fingers von Witten. Alright. If I see them, I will bring them to justice.
That's it, Roach.
Here we go, Roach. See you later, guys.
Slower.
Can you imagine when you have like a crumbling bridge that you think that this is a good way to repair it? Instead of putting a fence around it, simply put some planks all on top of it and nobody will notice. It's stupid. Hey, Roach, come on here. God damn it! It's a pretty annoying...
Dreadful. Say, the witches eat their cheese before dessert or after?
It's really finicky, the mount horse controls. Horse mount controls. Okay, he said that we should simply follow the road and we would get to an estate in which cellar the body was kept. So let's do that. Holy shit.
Have to hurry.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Something took place here. Nice peacock. Where's the entrance? Is that over there? Yeah, I think so. Those peacocks are cool. Let's check out this house. It's closed. There is a door over there, which I can probably blast open. Yes.
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
Let's use our Witcher sense. Holy shit. Ooh, that guy got killed. Ooh. By the way, I must say, I was just negating the graphical quality a bit compared to Kingdom Come Deliverance. But it has certainly really succeeds in its own style here. God damn it. It looks lush. I think my graphical tweaks in the config file also add a bit. Like further grass distance. Oh, no, I don't want to throw this. Like if you look over there, there's pretty far grass distance. Drawing. And I also tweaked the shadows a bit. So all in all, but even without those tweaks, I was even thinking about just reverting them back to the default ultra settings, because I think you will hardly notice actually really much. And maybe it does eat some frames. So, but anyways, all in all, it looks amazing. Even if it's a bit over the top, color-wise, it's all really in your face. Super bright, saturated colors, but it simply works in my book. Alright, let's check out who the hell got killed here. This guy, I cannot interact with him. There's another dude here. Do I need a crossbow bolt? Why not? Anything here? Nothing. Holy shit! Buff bow, always handy. Quite a lot of dudes.
Ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Blood from the ears, can you imagine? By the way, this weekend, Khabib Nurmagomedov against Conor McGregor. Maybe there will also be some blood from the ears going on over there.
In the cellar, gotta be.
I am pretty certain, by the way, that this game in HDR will also be amazing. If you look at the sky here, if the color gamut or the palette would be fully HDR, it will probably be, yeah, super. And then in 4K, I really am sorry I don't have a powerful PC yet. But yeah, that's for the future. It also looks really cool as it is in my book. Alright, let's go to the cellar. Do I want that guard's armor? I will just take it to sell it maybe. Or to split it up in its components. Holy shit, another guy dying. Really cool done, like that they are not all already dead, but that it's actually guys dying while you are nearing them, still clinging on to life. No, put it on. I guess we can also blow it out. Yes, and light it on. Yes. Super handy. Unfortunately, I do not have a torch yet. Holy shit, I hear a gate.
Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force.
Ah, goddammit, I needed to use my Witcher senses. Let's check them on the other bodies. Yeah, I can get much more clues here.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. Killed with a single blow.
Alright, we're dealing with a vampire here. And some cool little birdies. They really look quite detailed. In a lot of games they fly away when you're near them, but here it's pretty cool. They simply stay put. I find it a bit annoying that only the clues trigger when you first use witch sense, because I already pressed the interaction button near all these bodies and nothing happened. So I was under the impression they weren't, there was nothing there. But only if you use Witcher sense does it start the commentary.
Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. Rever Muck carried the body in his cart.
Ah, okay. So that's the
Claw
body.
wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand.
So this is indeed the estate we were going for, where the body was put into the cellar, but somebody beat us to it. And not probably somebody, but something.
Fell down the stairs, broke his neck.
God damn it.
Used this to batter down the grate.
Used what? Used the body? Ha! A vampire.
You. Saw you at the inn.
Ah, that was the woman we saw.
I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Holy shit.
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Okay, I have no idea what the weaknesses of vampires are. I will probably use my magic circle.
I cannot let you leave.
Holy shit. I do see her somewhere a bit. Come on here, bitch. Come in my circle. You see, my circle is working magic. Wonders. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, it's time to... probably I'm already almost dead. I will need some vitality potion. I will do some attack potion. And some water if I have the time. But I think I will be killed as we speak. But hopefully I will have the time. Oh. Yeah, fuck me. I have to be way quicker. God damn it. What the hell was that about? brother. Holy shit, she certainly got me there. Okay, slowly I'm chipping away at her. Come on, dudes. Let's get some shielding up. Jesus Christ, she does have a lot of health. Come on, Geralt. Where is she? I am actually thinking about using some bombs to disable her magic abilities. God damn it, if I die now, I really have to... it's a pretty long fight. Pretty annoying. Nice. See you later, vampire.
All these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
No idea. Let's check out her body. Monster ear, saliva, fang, and a mutagun. Gross. He was dismembered.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch bulging with coins.
Nice.
Florins from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Until it grows back. In the meantime, to a full-fledged monster. That would be a bummer.
Nothing interesting besides the purse in his throat. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade.
God damn it, we
First
already
sank
had
its
that
claws
one.
into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, Hout shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Good plan, Witcher. Geralt. That's our way out. Let's check a bit over here. Maybe there's something. Ah, a dude. I am wondering whether I am going to have to pick up each random item I find to make my capital when selling it, or whether I should simply focus only on the good stuff. Already checked out over here, right? Yes. Let's check the house. Closed off. So the plan is to meet up with the Duchess and quickly check out this area a bit. But there doesn't seem to be that much in here. Ah, sometimes the doors do open, which is pretty annoying. That means you could actually try each door, and that means bumping into a lot of closed ones as well, which is a bit frustrating. Pretty cool attention to detail. Really seems a bit like a lift in space. Maybe only the white doors can be opened. Would that be it? I have no idea. But again, it's very cool art design. Really like the fantasy land. Almost like a fairy tale, those little houses over here. Again, from an immersion perspective, I do think Skyrim has the edge, being first person and way more interactive as regards to objects in game. But from a cozy fantasy feeling vibe perspective, I think The Witcher 3 beats Skyrim, or they are tied. I don't know. I really cannot explain why I like The Witcher so much, because objectively speaking, I think Skyrim has it beat by on several levels, but I do find them equally appealing. I'm still searching for what it is that The Witcher makes as appealing as Skyrim. Well, objectively speaking, in my book, or subjectively, it does lose out on several factors, like immersion, first-person view, interactability of game objects, even graphics sometimes. Skyrim can still be beautiful when the everything lines up nicely with the time of day and the vistas and a bit of fog and the cool lighting. Really nicely done, these peacocks. But the scope of Skyrim, I think maybe it is storytelling and the art design. Although I like the art design of Skyrim just as much, but Skyrim does get a bit of sense of repetition, of a bit of boredom occasionally. But so could The Witcher, not? I mean, you can do quite some stuff, but you cannot do as much creative stuff as you can do in Skyrim, like really placing objects wherever you want and throwing them and using your shouts. The magical abilities in Skyrim are way more elaborate. And the upgrade system is as well, the personal development. So I'm not sure why The Witcher really still hangs in, but it does. Okay, let's get to the Duchess. Roach, where the hell are you? There you are. Let's see where we have to go. Places where you can begin new quests. We already knew that. Find Palmerin and ask him to take you to the Duchess. Alright, and Palmerin is in the village to the west. So that means almost a 180-degree turn. So that would be somewhere around that direction. Oh, wrong button.
Roach.
What the hell is that? Some kind of church? Alright, so he's probably over there, Palmerin. Ah, that's indeed, there's a fiesta going on. Or tournament, or whatever it was. And he's playing the hare. Over there is the castle. Oh, again the wrong button. Continuously press the wrong button for galloping. Pressing the Witcher Sense button.
Best cure for the beast, a Witcher.
But for instance, these red flowers, they are actually way too red, way too saturated. But still it pretty much works. Holy shit, there's a monster over here. Probably the frame rate will take a slight dip over here with all the NPCs. But we'll have to get through that. Right, Palmerin.
Good man, I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Grumpy.
This looks like a merchant. Right? Yes.
Armor chromed and greft or fluted, whatever your heart's desire.
Show me what you got.
Let's see what you got in stock.
Holy shit. He has some cool boots. Cool stuff for Roach. Like horse armors. What's this? Diagrams. Crafting diagrams. I have 20,000 stuff, or florins, or whatever the currency is. Maybe they use cryptocurrency. I doubt it. Do I need these crafting diagrams, I wonder? I have no idea. Diagram. Let's see what we already have as regards to crafting diagrams.
So long.
Oh. This is alchemy. We don't need that. We need the crafting menu. Here we are. How can I see what crafting diagrams I have? There's no need in buying crafting diagrams if I already have them. Also, in Skyrim, I must say the crafting and stuff, or the inventory management, it's all a bit easier to grasp. It's quite convoluted in The Witcher. You almost need to take notes to keep track of what you are doing or have to do. Weird shine on this armor. Looks almost like the colors are a bit wrong. Whatever.
Armor chromed and greft or fluted, whatever your heart's.
Let's see what you got in stock.
So we had some. I will leave the clothing for what it is now. I also will not torment Roach yet with some kind of mask. It's like animal cruelty, or some kind of armor that weighs like 200 pounds, or maybe even more. But these are diagrams to craft, for instance, a glyph. Like glyph of clan, art, blah blah blah. Or an armor kit. I do hope that they only show diagrams for sale that you do not have yet, but let's just check. We have like repair kits, glyph of Axie, glyph of Quen, glyph of art. Sorry, I'm one more time gonna check whether I already have that.
Over here.
So I'm gonna craft a glyph. These are all only components. Or maybe that's alchemy, like glyphs. I cannot imagine. Let's check it out. No, these are mutagens that are not glyphs, and these are potions. Okay, I think I'm simply gonna buy those diagrams.
Up.
That's
They are pretty expensive. Oh, these are only 10. That's good to do. That's very well doable. Holy shit, this one is expensive, expensive, expensive. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Although I really doubt whether I really need these, because often you find those stuff also in the world itself, I guess. Alright, so I got them. Let's see if we can, oh shit, if we can sell something. Why the hell do we have that many runestones? They are all really minor. So let's get the hell rid of them. And that weapon, do we want to get rid of it? 495. It's actually pretty powerful, but we don't have the level yet. Require 36, so see you later. No, let's keep those repair kits. Ah, we do have a torch. I didn't knew that. I thought we still had to get one. Guardman's armor. See you later. Shirt. Yeah, let's keep a shirt. Why not? Guardman's boots. Lesser glyphs. I will also remove those. I only want greater glyphs. 2% is too marginal. Here. Or a regular glyph, 5%. That's a start. So I will keep these two. Grey armor dye. Dyes an item from a Witcher gear set a given color. Cool. You can actually dye your stuff. Oh, wait. We have crafting over here. Ah, I didn't even need to get all the way out of the shopping menu to see the crafting menu. I can just hit the right button and we get into the crafting menu within the shopkeeper menu. If a craftsman has a component you're missing, you can buy it immediately. Select the item and press Y. Ooh, that's pretty handy. But let's see if we now can create those, what were it, glyphs, I guess. We got the diagrams for them, but no, probably we first have to read. Ah, no, here it is. I think. Or maybe they were already here. I have no idea actually. Maybe we first have to read the diagrams. Repair. Repair everything. Yep. Dismantle. No, I will leave that. B. Let's see what we have. Some potions. What the hell is this potion over here? Oh, this is the potions of clearance to switch up your personal upgrades. What does Roach have here? That's the trophy of the first monster we got. 5% bonus experience from monsters. We cannot sell this. And we cannot sell the alchemy ingredients to this armorer. But we can sell all our other junk. But it's so unclear what we all have and what it's all worth that I will just for now just leave it all in our inventory. We are hardly over encumbered. We only have 43 out of 130 carrying capacity. We are only using 43 of that, so that's we still have a ways to go. So yeah, let's leave it at this. We bought the diagrams. This actually looks like a pretty cool armor. Kaer Morhen armor. Oh, that's what we are doing now. We are rocking a medium armor. This is a heavy one. I actually prefer, I think, light armors. Let's see if there's a cool light armor. Here, this one is a light armor which actually has more armor rating than the medium armor that we are carrying. It's better all around, actually. Too bad I cannot preview it, how it looks, because that's just as important. Alright, I will do the armor shopping for later. But also, again, that's in Skyrim's menu. I find it cooler that you can really in the inventory, you can in the 3D you can inspect all your objects, and here it are simply really small 2D pictures of the items, which I actually dislike a bit. And also the amount of items, it's just a bit too much and too it's good for the lore. It's also the amount really gives the sense of a real world with a lot of items in it, but it's also a bit confusing. So many items in my book. Armor, amateurs armor repair kit. Why the hell does this HUD? This is in the HUD, right? We have the HUD disabled. Why do we get these crafting diagrams upgrades? Gleaf of Earden, but the greater Gleaf of Earden.
So long.
Gleaf of Axie. We already had that in our crafting abilities. Let's check it out if we now have more in our crafting abilities. Yeah, we have the greater ones, they were added, but the other ones, like Gleaf of Art, they were already in my crafting diagram. So I, or in this menu, so I actually bought, I think, also some regular Gleaf diagrams, which were probably not required because I already had them. So probably you can, they are also offering diagrams of items that you already know how to manufacture or how to create. So that again makes it, you have to really be sharp on what you buy and what you sell. You can really screw it up a bit. You almost have to make some notes because it are so many items. It's hard to keep track of it all by head. On the other hand, it does also, it's good for immersion, that you really have to think a bit, that it's not like this almost automatic routine of what you can do or should do. You really have to think a bit. I mean, in the real world you can of course also buy something you already own. So it makes sense that in this game world you can make that same mistake. Jesus, it are really vain. They look a bit like vain, self-imposed or a bit of arrogant knights here in Toussaint. Holy shit! The weather is turning.
I shall not grant you leave.
I didn't expect that. That it could also be.
Suffers from a disconnect with reality.
That it could actually be bad weather in Toussaint. Pretty cool. We are, of course, still looking for our friend. I forgot his name. Petroman or something. Let's look to the right. Palmerin.
Do you like it?
Who do my eyes espy if not Boers? Where have your journeys taken you last, brother?
Hail, Percy.
How very
You must know I've embarked on a quest of true wonder. A horde of challenges awaits.
Sounds compelling. Would you betray the nature of the quest in question?
Upon Lac Selavis waters floats an isle. There you will learn all. I must ride where destiny calls. Godspeed till next we meet.
Very cool. That indeed you can get quests by overhearing NPCs' dialogues. Just checking out a bit.
Good folk,
which merchants I can interact with.
I must have drunk a drink.
Is that Palmerin? I think so.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
My tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Knight and Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some elves on its tail to confuse it, slow it down.
Horror monster.
The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Horror monster.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells just beneath the pass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a threat. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, a young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
Death or the gladios.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Holy shit.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Me too. Pretty sure we will have to end it. We will have to save today.
Damn it.
Woohoo! Oops.
We have to help him.
Alright, that is... Holy fuck! God damn it! God damn it! Annoying. I tried to burn it with Igni, but nothing happened. That's so annoying. Alright, I am also taking some potions before it starts, if I have time. God damn it! What the hell do you want me to do?
All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust. Drink up the ocean, set fire to the wood. For nothing, it has struggled and not to any good.
Alright, here it goes. Here it comes. Okay, it's in his defensive mode. God damn it! Alright. Now it will do his slam attack. No, not even. Was it? Holy shit. It's getting pissed off. God damn it! Holy shit. Holy shit. Jesus Christ! I don't have any vitality potion anymore. God damn it! Okay, this is a bit of an annoying long fight, I must say. Ah, god damn it! I cannot really use Axie or anything. Holy shit, a new attack! Oh my god, it's annoying this. Alright, this is not really fun fight, I must say. Let's check the time. Maybe I have to... Yeah, what can I do? Alright, I will try one more time and then I have to put in a little break. Here we go. The problem is I also don't have that many potions anymore. Man, the only thing you can do is try to dodge his attacks. And the amount of... that's it. I don't have any potions. That's pretty annoying. Except for water. Maybe I can use some oils.
Gotta keep it down.
Of course, why not? What kind of monster would this be? Let's check our book. I don't think it's in there yet. Goliaths, Necro, Scurvers, Shalmars. Ah, this is a Shalmar. Alright, good to know. Summon Bomb, Relic Oil, Arts. Art is like the Kinetic Blast, right? So it's Summon and Relic Oil and Art. Let's take the bomb. The hell? Alright, let's do some relic oil. Alright, here we are. Yes, let's take some salmon. Blinds opponents within its explosion radius. Alright, I only have 3. So we'll have to make good use of it. Let's take some water and also do the stamina increase. And art is the telekinetic blast indeed. So I have to try to use that. But also, of course, I have to mix it up with Quen. summon. I got it equipped.
Up the ocean and set fire to the wood. But nothing in this struggle can come to any good. The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the wizards will triumph against the odds.
Oh, it's It really seems a bit freaked out. Do I still have a bomb? I have one more bomb. Oh, I have 0 more bombs, by the way. Let's just use the other bomb. And don't forget to use art. Alright, let's equip some stuff. Do we still have the oil equipped? I don't think how I can see it. Yes, no, 0 out of 20. So I have to re-equip some oil. That's good. I still have to do the stamina in the water. I have to drink it. Here we have some potions. Ooh, this one is also heavy, but those decoctions have a lot of toxicity. Taking damage raises damage resistance. Yeah, I will leave the decoctions for now. Side, this is granting sight. Increases sign intensity. Maybe a good one. Clears toxicity. Increases vitality. Ah, this is actually also a good one. Let's use that one. Witcher's blood, vampires, necrophages, immunity to poisons, accelerates generation of adrenaline, immediately restores a portion of vitality. What does it restore? 35%. And what does this one restore? Accelerates vitality regeneration. Okay. So we have immediate 35% and slow regeneration. Alright, let's try some bombs. Let's do some poison. And some fire. And let's take some potions. Ooh. I have to think, which potions do we need? One down. Alright. So that's this one, and this one.
The wits of which the time was true, the 12 gods it spun, struck the monster right through.
God damn it! Oh man, this is so annoying. Why didn't that bomb do anything? By the way, I'm not sure how far my vitality is drained, but I guesstimate quite a bit. So let's see if I can take one of these. Yes. Seems to be a bit messed up. So art really does seem to work. Although still holy shit. Alright, let's do some more potion. Relic potion. And some water. Don't have that many opportunities to hit it. It's often in its Alright, let's see if we have another bomb that we could use. Ah, we still have some bombs. Ah. It does get hit by the fire. God damn it! Man, Garrett's accuracy with bomb throwing is really low. Alright, let's do some oil again. God damn it, this is an annoying fight. Takes way too long. I cannot meditate now, which is a bummer. Let's see if I can use another bomb. Freezes. Okay, let's do the freeze bomb. Yeah, damn it! Alright, I am taking some immediate vitality. That would be this one. Alright. Come on, Witcher! It's way too hard to get near it quickly. Alright, let's do the freeze bomb. Hey, there's another knight in the arena. It does seem a bit disorientated. Oh my man, this is annoying. Can I get a fucking Quen? I for sure don't like this boss. Oh man. Yeah, damn it. Oh man, it's coming for me. Is this annoying or what? Yeah, what can I do? Another little bit of oil. And I think this will be it, by the way. I think I will be killed now, but... Somehow this potion doesn't work. I cannot... Stamina regeneration. I can... If I press D-pad... Oh wait, maybe I should hold it. Yes. Sorry. My bad. Nice! Didn't expect that to work. This was an annoying boss.
The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Oh shit. Spare the shaman for sure. Nice, those timed decisions, they still appear on screen even with the HUD fully turned off. What I was wondering about earlier.
Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast!
Good work, Garrett. Proud of you.
Forgive me. I'm not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help. Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She breaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But whatever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Man,
Yes.
I
And
gave
you know-
Geralt a bit too many potions. Looking at his
Yes.
veins on his face.
But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
Hello.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body.
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing.
God damn it. Screw this.
Listen to
Screw
me.
this.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim.
How annoying is that? That you get a Windows Defender pop-up while gaming. Oh, those people at Microsoft.
Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you.
You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
That you find at home, yet did not expect. Not always.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. Corvo Bianco. Isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in a gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Five virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion. It's quite a lot.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
Pretty
we must call off the game.
Funny quest.
First and foremost, we must remain calm.
We have to find a guy dressed as a hare.
Immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner.
That's an assumption, lady.
And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Very cool premise for a quest objective. Like a festivity in a guy in a hair costume that you have to find before the others do.
Faster,
Race is right at home in the saddle.
Yes.
Clear a path! Clear the way, I said!
If this part of the game.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. On second thought,
Through here.
I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around, it's over there, look! The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Very cool quest objective. It's like, it has a sense of urgency, but also it's pretty comical with the unicorn and stuff. Really well done. And cool little harbor area over there. Yeah, really can understand why this DLC was so well received. I'm only wondering whether I should tone down my graphical mods. I increased them further than Ultra, but the frame rate doesn't seem to be that fluid now. It's a bit jerky. Probably because of all the foliage going on in here. It's not super fluid, but yeah, what can you do? By the way, I was wondering whether... Yes, I could equip the torch. Yep.
Yes.
Alright, this is a good moment to end episode 2. I will continue with the hunt for those 2 objectives and afterwards the hare in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed, guys. It was quite a lot of cutscenes, but yeah, that's part of the Witcher way of doing things. I still really enjoyed it. Hope you did so too. For the meantime, guys, hope to see you in the next episode. And never forget, keep on gaming. See you later.